so keys to the close. In order to close, we must know that we're in front of the qualified buyer, the decision maker. So if you're doing a presentation, imagine you've got a wife and you just did it and she's excited about it, but the husband's not there and he's the decision maker. So make sure if you're going to go out of your way, like if you're driving to somebody, it's an hour drive, make sure you ask them, is the decision maker going to be there? Are you going to be able to make a decision, or do you need your husband there? I'd love to have both of you there. Okay, and realize as soon as you're going to ask for the sale, you're asking if they're going to buy. In a way, I'm going to teach you the trial close. They're going to start giving you objections, and objections are actually good. So we'll go through that in here in a minute. Okay, so trial close. This is what I would suggest that we do, because you're not just going to come out and say, hey, Franny, would you like to buy a water machine? They're going to, okay, that was kind of blunt. You're going to find out where they're at in the buying process. That's our number one goal here, because some people are ready the first day. They don't need all this time like some people do. Some people need 2 weeks. Some people need 30 days. Some people just ready. So trial close. Have you thought about investing in a whole house water system? So you talk to them once, and at the end, you're like, all right, based on the information that you've seen here, have you thought about investing in a whole house water system? And then they're going to say, yeah, well, but, and then comes the objection. Okay, but you're going to be ready for them. Can you see yourselves drinking this water daily? You didn't ask if they're ready to own it. You just asked if you could see it. Could you see yourself drinking this water daily? Oh yeah, I sure could. Okay, fantastic. Have I told you about the different financing options that we have? No, you haven't. Okay, great. Well, let me go get the brochure. We'll jump on the website real quick and we'll go through it. And then you're a consultant to this person. So your role here is a consultant, because you have the information, you know what this is going to do, and you're consulting them, and then ultimately you're helping them get what they ultimately deserve to have. Okay, so trial closing. There's several different ways you can trial close, but these are just my staples, what I feel like really are great ones to put out there. Okay, set your intention. So setting the sale from the beginning. This is in your mind. So 95% of the reason people are failing their sales is because they're in their head already thinking this person's not going to buy. They don't already see the person with their credit card going online and purchasing. They're not visualizing the end result. And if they do, they're visualizing that they're not going to get it. They're not going to own it. They're not going to want it. Okay, so set it at the beginning. The intention is everyone has to have and will own this product, and they're going to love it. That's weird if they don't. That's the intention. So with your words, when you're talking to people, when you own the Hydra Shot, when you own this water device, the new Lux, when you own it. So now you're saying, when you have this on your countertop, you're already putting it out there that they're already going to own. Okay, it's very important. Sell the end result, the vision, whether it's the health that they're going to have or whether it's the finances. Here's one of my staples here. If someone tells you, I don't have the money, it sounds really great, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to get started anytime soon. What you're going to say is, I understand where you're coming from. Okay, so you're already agreeing with them. I understand where you're coming from. You're showing sympathy, empathy. I understand where you're coming from. Let me ask you a question, Jan, Fran, whatever their name is, because it gets their attention. What would you do if you had an additional $2,000 to $5,000 a month coming to you and there was literally no effort? What would you do in your life? How would you wake up differently? Would you travel? Like, what would you do? Tell me. So what we're doing right now, very important, is now they go from a negative, I can't afford this, I am in a job, pinching pennies, there's no way I can do this. Now you're creating an opportunity for them, and you're helping them see the future in a different light. So you're opening up their brain, and you're going to help paint the pictures, and that's going to change their vibrational energy, and it's going to get them excited because your thoughts create feelings. So if you have them tell you, oh my gosh, I would go to Hawaii. And you're like, really? Okay, well, like, are you going to go first class? Like, where are you going to stay? Are you going to bring your family with you? You're prompting them questions. And now they're like, oh, I always want to go to the Grand Wailea. Oh, well, really? Tell me about it. Now you're getting them to talk more about it. The more that they talk about their vision of the future and how excited they are, the faster they want to take action, because they're going to want to get that goal. So they start to tell you about this trip that they're planning in their mind. And you can literally watch this person go from a negative to, I'm so excited in life right now. And you also are in the picture with them. So create the vision. They're creating it, but you can also be in there as, I'm here with you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to support you. I love your vision. Let's do it together. This is team effort. So now when they tell you everything and they get so excited, now you're gonna say, "Ah, that sounds really great. I can't wait to get this going." All right, so how are we going to come up with the money to get you with the product so we can get started? See, and then you ask them at the end. Now they have great, wow, this is awesome. Now we ask the close again. And they're going to say, well, and they're going to come up because they want it. People buy what they want, not what they need. Okay. I don't care if they have zero negative in their balance and their check. I don't care. That's not about it. That's not what they want, because people will do it, whatever it takes, if they really, really want something. Okay, so just realize that you've got to paint the picture differently in their mind and get them excited about the future and help support them. Because if you don't support them, you share this vision of the future and you're excited about it, and then they're boom, they're gone, or you're gone. I mean, that's just breaking their trust, and you definitely don't want to do that. So if you do this, and I suggest you do, then highly recommend you stay with them and make sure that they come to all the trainings. Text them when we have a training, get them here in the seat. Next, keys to remember. Closing becomes easier when a client has a good product experience and sold on the product. So if they're telling you right away, I love the water and how it tastes, you gave them a glass. Great. Did you notice the energy in your brain? Could you feel the energy when you're moving around? Get them to tell you why and how they're liking it. Positive. Okay. Good experience. Do not get attached to the outcome. This is big because you cannot lose something you don't have. But if you're so worried about asking for the sale because, oh, what? I don't want to lose them as a friend. I don't want to lose them. You know, what if they don't like me anymore? You cannot lose something you don't have. Do not get attached to the outcome. And if you've educated them properly and shown the value, then the closing is going to be easier. Confidence. This is big. So you want to make sure you have confidence. People will buy your confidence. They don't want to buy from someone that's like, I've never done this before. I don't know how to make any money, but I'm going to teach you how to do it too. Like, no, they're not going to want to do that. You need to be confident. Be prepared with sales process. Know how to go online and help them with the order. Know where your links are at when you send it. Jump on a Zoom call and help them through the process. Don't show your weakness. Okay. Don't show your nervousness. And how are you going to do that? Is you practice. Practice makes perfect. Get in front of your friends already and say, hey, can you pretend you're buying this from me so I can go through the process? I just need to have a little bit of, process here so I can feel more confident. As if you've done it 1,000 times, especially when we're doing the business and we ask for their social security number. If you ask that question and they don't want to give it to you, that's a, trust right there. They don't trust you. So it's how you position it and how that you make them feel. Again, going back to that. But if they feel confident that you're the right person, they don't mind giving you a credit card. They feel trusted. They don't mind giving you a social security number and all of the information. Here's some tips to build your confidence. So we've got body language. This is huge because this is stuff you're not even aware that you're doing. And what can help you is if you have someone videoing you through the process, maybe not the first time, just so you're not, nervous, because if you know you're going to video, you might be a little bit more nervous, but body language. Smile, walk around tall, don't grouch like that, dress with style, dress to impress. Doesn't mean you need to go out to Louis Vuitton and buy a bunch of expensive clothes. No, just dress professional. Lose weight. If you're not feeling confident because you don't feel good in your body, then either gain weight or lose weight. That eye contact, it builds the trust. So if you're looking down all the time, you're not looking in the eye, they're going to be like, okay, what's she not telling me? Why isn't she sincere? And I'm smiling. Gives you confidence, gives you great attitude. No slouching, not the arms crossed, not looking down. Pay attention to how people are viewing you. Okay, so now what are objections? These are well-planned lies, stories, roadblocks. It's just a stalling. They're really not wanting to tell you they don't want to spend the money. So behind 90% of the objections or more, it's just people don't want to spend the money. Or you haven't helped them justify the cost. They might have the money, but they're not feeling justified in the cost. So you have to make sure these objections are real and then know behind the objection that most all objections are just money. So once you know that, then it's very simple to overcome. Also, get good at deciding if your prospect is curious or they are serious, because time is the only thing we really have. And if they're taking all your time and they're not even interested, and yet you're going finding PubMed and getting all these research articles and you're spending all your time doing all this stuff and they're not even interested, you're just wasting and spinning your wheels. So make sure they're serious. And I'll tell you the questions to ask. I'm well. You're going to hear that a lot. Are you ready to, own this product? Are you ready to put this on your countertop yet? Well, I want to, but that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to give you an objection. So never take them personally. Never. It's not you, okay? It's not the product, it's the money, okay? That's what it is typically. So here's the way you can tell if someone's curious or serious, just by the words that they say to you. So memorize these. If someone is curious, they're going to say the word try. Okay, I'll try. Yeah, I'll try to make the meeting. Oh, I'll try to come up with the money. No. You either do or you don't. You don't try. Feely, if I asked you to stand up right now and you're like, I'll try. No, you either do or you don't. There's no trying. I'm pretty busy. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's curious. That's not serious. I'm not going to spend a lot of time with that person. I will get back to you. Okay, yeah, that sounds like in a blue moon over the rainbow someday, maybe in the next year or two. Cool. I think that might work. So think is another uncertainty. It's not a yes. It's not a no. Versus, great. I'm looking forward to it. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? Oh, yeah, great. I'm looking forward to it. Okay. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? I'm pretty busy. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty busy too. And if you're serious about your health, you'll find the time to watch it, wouldn't you? See, and then I formulated another question out of that. I can't wait. That's a superlative. These people are excited about their life. That's the energy you want to be with. You want to be with people that are moving and shaking and excited because that's what we are. Okay. These are the most common objections. I don't have the money. Is this an MLM? Is this an internet scam? My husband and wife, they're not on board. And I found a cheaper one on Amazon. Okay, so these are very common and you'll get them all the time. And so you can, once you know how to overcome them, because it's just the process and you'll have 3 or 4 ways to overcome them, it's kind of like makes you smile because you're so confident in giving them the answer. Always agree. Okay, this is another rule. Probably should put that out there. Always agree. If they say this product's very expensive, if they say any kind of objection where you're like, I could say this in a negative way, like if someone's like, well, I really want this product, but I just don't have the money. And you're like, but I see you down there at the grocery store buying bottled water and cigarettes, and those aren't good for your health, but you still found the money. Again, it doesn't make them feel good and it's not agreeing with them. So when you're doing the close, always agree. So if they say, this is a lot of money, I understand where you're coming from. I felt the same way. And let me ask you a question. How much money are you spending now on bottled water? Now you reformulated that and made them open them up to see, oh, wow, I'm already spending a whole bunch of money in bottled water. Wow. Okay. So now that we know you're already spending $50 a month or more in bottled water, is there anything holding you back from going on our financing option? We can get the product for $30 a month, and then you don't have to worry about buying bottled water any longer. Oh, yeah, that sounds great. Great. What's your credit look like? Then we go right into the next question. And you're not stalling. You're not like, nervous. You're just flowing. It's flowing right out of you. And it comes with practice. 10,000 hours is what it takes to master your craft. Okay. So knowing that sales is the highest paid profession in the world, you got to get good at it if you want to be in that 1%, top 5, 10%, So you got to do that by doing it. That's how you learn is you do. It's not failing. You're not failing anything. If someone doesn't buy, at least you tried to do it. At least you got the experience of doing it. Now you can change it for next time. Okay, I'm going to teach you just a little bit of, it's called neuro-linguistic programming. Just real short, because these have really helped me a lot. As the neuro-linguistic programming is just a way to open up people's minds. It's just stemming their neurology. So at some later point, we can go through deep training on this because I have gone through that. So imagine, so this is a word. You're trying to get people to see the vision in their mind. See, right? Because why? We have our intellectual faculties. We'll be talking about the upcoming course, but one of those is imagination. And if someone can imagine themselves here and we keep them focused on that, it's gonna create a whole new life for them. So imagine, paint a photo and stem their neurology. Imagine by this time next year, you can be well on your way to making your first $6,000 a month or 6-figure a year, whatever you want to do. But imagine waking up in the morning, taking a big glass of hydrogen water, smiling and knowing you made the right decision because your body is healthy. Imagine. imagine by this time next month, you could be well on your way to making an additional 2,000 a month. Okay, so imagine. So write that down. What if? Okay, so what if? These are really great for skeptical people too. So if a skeptical, oh yeah, I read online. So perfect scenario. You got the husband, you got the wife. Husband is not on board. Wife's like, oh my gosh, I want to have this already. So husband's like, I've seen some information online and it just doesn't seem right. And you're like, Jim, I understand where you're coming from. And what if this water is legitimate and it would help your wife overcome her arthritis, her diabetes, her issues that she's having? And just because you read someone's information that wasn't even true online because they were working for this, other company out here trying to sell you their product, what if it could really benefit her and you didn't take action because of someone else's opinion that didn't even know what they were doing? Well, yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. What if it did help her? And I'm the one that stopped it all because I read some information on that's not even true. So what if? What if you keep going this way, feeling unhealthy, being overweight, having diabetes, being on medication? And what if you keep going this way for the next 5 years, 10 years? What does your life look like? Oh, wow, I don't like the way it looks. Okay, so then when is now the best time? Okay, either you keep going the same way you're going, or you smarten up and take charge of your health and invest in your health. I mean, it's only a few dollars a day. Why would you not want to? You deserve to have the best, don't you? Okay, either you're going to go this way or you're going to go that way. If not this, then what? Oh, I'm not going to purchase it right now. I understand where you're coming from. And then if I can ask you a question, like, if not this water, then what are you going to drink? Oh, I'm going to go back to buying bottled water. Okay. So what I see here, what I found out is that you would rather, correct me if I'm wrong, purchase the other water on the shelf, supporting them and all the plastic and contamination. And, then work with me together. We can go create the vision of the future you really want. It's going to cost you the same. So if not this, then what? Let's go get this, not have that. Oh yeah, that sounds great. And then get into their vision, why they want to do this. So if not this, then what? Either or, what if, and imagine. Okay, imagine. You just do those things, going to change everything. Okay, so these are some just ways you can use it again. If you keep going the same way you've been going, where do you expect your health to be in the next 10 years if you don't change anything? I have been doing this for a long time, and you may be healthy now. And what I've seen is that when people wait until their pain is great enough, or what I've seen is that people wait until their pain is great enough for change. So when is now going to be the right time? So basically, when someone's like, yeah, I've got diabetes, I got all these problems going on, but I just don't have the money right now. I understand where you're coming from. And I've spent a long time in this business, and I know this business very well, and I know people and their health. What I found out is that people wait until their pain is great enough for change. They get diagnosed with the big C word, they get really sick, and then they find the money. And then they think it's time for their health to change. So Jan, I want to ask you, when is now going to be the right time for you? Are you going to wait until you get cancer? You're going to wait, or are we going to do this together? We're going to make a big impact. We're going to help a lot of people. I mean, you're spending the money anyways, aren't you? Yeah, I am. Okay, great. Well, let's do this. Okay, so it's NLP. All right, so now I want to talk about our New Year, New You program, and then I'll take questions here at the end. So let me find out here. Take this off the screen because I got the link over here. And then I'll also put this link in the chat, and then we'll post it as well later. Okay, so this is if you don't already have one of our packs, you can come in right now. And what we decided to do is we have this launching on January 13th, but we might end up extending it a little bit. I had a unfortunate serious situation last week, which took me out for someone else's health in the ICU. So I kind of skipped out a little bit last week. So might extend it till the end of the month, but just know that now is the best time for you because it could get filled up because we are going to limit this. Okay, so what is New Year, New You? This is just a 5-minute little video here. I believe I'll have you watch that. We don't have to watch that together if you don't want, but I'm going to explain this. Okay, so there's Andreas and Sophia. This is last year. Actually, no, it was this year. I went there in Sweden and brought the machine, and they had the machine, the kids, and it was just so awesome. So what we're doing with this 8-week course, you get live weekly trainings. Okay, so there's sessions, community, you're going to get an accountability coach. That means Andreas and Sophia and me and anybody else that we see fit from our team on the inside that will work with you to make sure when you say you're going to do something, we're going to help you do it. We're not going to let you out of this, because if you said I'm going to do it, that's our job to help you succeed. You're going to get the Legacy Leaders Academy, which is a whole entire program, 12 weeks. It's do it at your own pace. You can, watch it over and over again. It's not with an actual person. So this is a 12-week course, which has my heart and soul in it, has Andres and Sophia's heart and soul in it. It took us months to put it together, and it's really not even out there yet. So you guys will get to, go through it and see all of the exciting things in it. Sales, branding, marketing, mindset. I mean, everything's in there. You'll have the private Facebook group that we communicate in. And then we have the retreat. So at the end of the course, we're going to have the people that are serious. They're going to come to my home, the retreat center, we can call it, because it's big, 7,000 square feet. I have a whole guest suite. There's pool, hot tub, basketball court, there's everything. We're going to have a fun time, and we're going to transform your future. We're going to get into your mind and really help unlock some of those subconscious programs. And then, of course, you get the affiliate bundle pack, which is all the goodies that you see here. So we have the new Luxe unit that we just rolled out. We have the mood food, because I thought, this would be kind of fun, people wanting to lose weight. And if you already got the machine, you just want the other products, we can do that too, and you can be part of the program. So we got the Luxe, we got the mood food. When you're going through a cleanse, when you're going through changing your environment, your mindset, everything, you want to support your brain. So this is going to help your brain make more happy chemicals, more serotonin, more melatonin, more happiness. Okay, we have protein. This is great from Dr. Tony. He works with us. I've been using his products for years. It's whey protein, undenatured, no artificial sweeteners or chemicals in it. Very clean, and it tastes good with only 100 calories for a whole 24 grams of protein, I believe is in there. We have our HydraFX supplement. So this is great too for sharing. If you got somebody that's interested in it, give them a couple taps. I love this. This stuff is unbelievable. If I am in mid-afternoon, I'm kind of getting a little energy, crash. I'll first drink a glass of hydrogen water. That will bring me right up. But having this go in my body, for me, on an empty stomach, for you, you can have it with meal, whatever you decide. But I just have so much more mental clarity. It brings my energy up. It takes any hunger that I had in my body. It's gone. So if you are trying to release weight, it's fantastic for that. And I use it to go pre-workout when I'm going to work out. It's one of the first supplements that I'm going for. We got the Hydra Shot here. This is #1 staple. Traveling. When you're a sales professional for us too, and affiliate, you have this bottle and you're walking around with it. People, it's a magnet. Okay, they're going to say, what is that? Oh, that's the easiest thing right there. Oh, this is my anti-aging water. What kind of water do you drink? Anti-aging water. Yeah, you're picking up the curiosity now. They want to ask you more questions about it. You got to find what they want. If you see that they're overweight and it helped you with weight loss, and they're like, oh, wow, what's that bottle? It's my anti-weight or my weight loss water. It helped me release the extra 20 pounds that I was carrying around. What? I want to do that too. What? Tell me more. But if they're like, what is that? And you're like, oh, it's molecular hydrogen water. Oh, I've never heard of that. And then they're kind of like, I'm not really sure I'm interested. And then you start talking about all the science. Oh yeah, the H2 breaks apart the bond over here. And see these little, most people do not buy the science. I'd say most, like 95% of people do not buy the science. You don't even need to talk about the science. They buy your story. So we don't need to even talk about science. Talk about your story and how they would benefit from it. Then we have, this is like a multivitamin. So this is Radiant Greens and Radiant Fruits. This is also from Dr. Tony. This is just a Corilla. It's got all the superfoods in it. Greens, wonderful for you. Energy. And then we have pomegranate. And a lot of times too, we're not hungry. We're just depleted of nutrition and of minerals. So if you have good water going in, now you know that your hunger is not actually thirst. Now you got that. Now we add on these staples, multivitamin, these fruits and greens, and now your body's fulfilled. It's like, oh, wow, I just ate 7 servings of cabbage. That's awesome. Or broccoli. It's going to love it. It's going to love it. So these are all part of it. And then we will be offering people that want to have more nutrition coaching or workouts built out. I know that Sophia is a certified holistic nutritionist. So if you've got diabetes, if you've got, some issue you want to help her to help you with, this is a service we'll be providing inside of the course too. So just know that. And then we also have our disinfecting spray bottle. So this is going to be for clean cleaning your home. And then when you start doing content, videos and things, you can't sell something you don't own. So we want to give you the most popular products we have here. And then of course our shower head filter that has molecular hydrogen in it, a fast and a slow releasing. And it's always great to get people's water report, even just going down to the city water report or on ewg.org. We can put their zip code in because some people will have more contaminants. Okay. If they have a lot of chlorine or triamalohethanes, that's just chlorine disinfecting byproducts, we can change the media inside and put more filter media and less hydrogen. Okay. But I'd really suggest they have a whole house water system take care of that. And then we have the hydrogen infusion there because that's going to help their skin stay elastic, produce collagen, and help them stay young. Okay. So we have all those goodies, private Facebook group. So we'll have this link. I'm going to put it in the chat. Where are we at? I don't know, but I will find it. Let's see, chat. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put the link here in the chat. And you know what? It says the referral is Jolene. So I don't want to give you that one. I don't know why it did that. That's why I went and did the special incognito window. Andres and Sophia, would you mind putting in the chat the link to this on the website? Yeah, so it'll be in there. I just don't want you to have this one because it's going to give Jolene the sale because I somehow got cookied on the site. Okay, so Facebook group. So just go through and watch these. Master retreat, live trainings, accountability coach, like let us see leaders. There's some questions and answers. The most questions people are going to have is different time zones because right now, if you're in Europe, it's going to be different times in the US. Everything will be recorded. We plan on doing a Saturday training and a Monday training. For me, I'll be doing Saturday as mindset, Monday is sales training. So we have those two scheduled already. And then we have most likely a Thursday with Andres and Sophia for more of a whole community event there. We'll allow the other affiliates as well. The cost is the cost of the program here. So you get all those goodies there. And we do have financing available. So we can get this if you have good credit or you know somebody that does, you can have a cosigner. You're looking like $38 a month. I mean, literally, and it's a tax deduction. So right now people are in the tax mode. Oh, I got to get taxes ready. They're looking, especially business owners are looking for purchasing products so they can write off a deduction. So this would be perfect for them, even if they finance it. And if they do want financing, let us know. We can run chase.com has Chase Freedom account and it's 1% of the balance. So that's where you get the $37 or $38. And you want about a 650 credit score. So to do that. Okay, so that's how we acquire the product. And then as soon as you decide you want it, then we'll put you into the program and assign you a coach. And we will, most likely we won't start until the middle-ish or the end of next month. But right now we've advertised just slightly, that's 13th. So please, if you're on the call, just please make sure you're doing everything by the 13th, just so you're prepared, okay? Other than that, I can go ahead and open it up for Q&As and we will go from there and we'll see you guys all next week. Do we have any Q&As?